Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Alfina Fadillah. I'm from the 6th semester of English Education Department. Okay, so right now I'm going to present my proposal titled An Evaluation of 9th Grade Students English Textbook, Think Globally, Act Locally, published by the Ministry of Education and Culture of the Republic of Indonesia 2015. Okay, so there are 3 chapters in this proposal. The first chapter is about introduction. The second chapter is about literature review. And the third chapter is about research methodology. Okay, so right now, let's go to the first chapter, that is introduction. Okay, in the introduction, there is research background, research questions, research objectives, and also research contribution. Okay, so first is research background. Okay, textbook. Textbook plays an important role for both teacher and students in teaching and learning process. The students use textbook as the main materials in learning the material. They can study by themselves by using textbook since it provides them with explanation about the materials and exercises to help them learn the materials better. And also teachers usually use textbook as guidance in teaching and learning process. Then why I use textbook published by the Ministry of Education and Culture of Republic Indonesia? Because this book is widely used in Mountaineer High School in Mojokerto. So why evaluate a textbook? Because according to Sheldon 1988, cited in Mukundan Haji Muhammadi and Nimehji Salim 2011, there are 2 reasons why evaluating textbooks should be done. First, it can help teachers select the appropriate textbook. And second, teachers will know its strength and weakness. And why I chose Mukundan and Nimehji Salim 2011 evaluation checklist? Because this checklist had been refined several times by some teachers and experts, and it is believed as a good checklist since it is comprehensive and its evaluative criteria and has been proved to have high validity. It has been proved by 207 ESL experts. And next is problem statement or research questions. Okay, the first is, does the book have all the criteria expected in the adapted version of Mukundan and Nimehji Salim 2015 evaluation checklist? And the second is, what is the suggestion to develop English textbook published by the Ministry of Education and Culture 2011 to suit the class? And the next is the objective of the study. The first is to find out whether or not the textbook held all criteria in the checklist and also their scores. And the second is to know teachers' suggestions on how this textbook can be developed. And the next is significance of study. This research is useful for English teachers. It gives them information that this book is highly useful and has strengths in terms of the appropriateness of textbook's price, the variation of tasks, and the clarity of instructions. And the students also can make their learning process better. And the last is, it is beneficial for future researchers, especially Indonesia researchers, who intend to conduct a research by using Mukundan and Nimehji Salim's evaluation checklist 2015 for different books. The next is definition of key term. Okay, textbook. Textbook is published material which can help teachers and students in learning language, teaching, and learning context. Textbook evaluation is the process of measuring the value of a textbook and judging its fitness to certain teaching and learning process. Okay, we are going to the next chapter, that is literature review. There is textbook evaluation, retrospective evaluation, and review of previous study. The first is definition of textbook. Textbooks are inseparable parts of education nowadays. They also become the integral part of teaching learning process, comprising the output aspect of an instructional system. Benathi, 1986, page 30. As they are part of an instructional system, textbooks have played a significant role in the education system. Some experts believe that textbooks have continued to take part in a wider education context both in the classroom and outside the classroom. Appeared in Celsius Murcia 2001, Grace in Unam 2003, and Little John 2012. Okay, now textbook evaluation. Hutchinson and Waters 1987 state that evaluation is the matter of judging the fitness of something for a particular purpose. Furthermore, Carter and Unam 2001 argue that materials evaluation is the process of measuring the value of learning materials. According to Cunningsworth 1995, as cited in Mukundan Haji Muhammadi and Nimehji Salim 2011, there are three types of textbook evaluation, that is pre-use or predictive, and the next is in-use, and the last is post-use or retrospective evaluation. Okay, so in this study we will use retrospective evaluation. So what is retrospective evaluation? A retrospective evaluation evaluates the textbook with certain learners and certain context in mind, since it is based on one's perspectives and influenced by learners and context. This evaluation is subjective. Tomlinson 2012, cited in Hu and Knight 2011. According to Mukundan 2007, there are two main reasons in evaluating textbook retrospectively. Okay, the first is to determine the suitability of the textbook while it is used. If the result indicates that the textbook is unsuitable, the teacher can choose another textbook that's suitable with the classroom. And the second is the result of this evaluation can make the use of this textbook in teaching become more effective by identifying parts of the textbook that needs adaptation. Okay, so next, this is about previous research review. Okay, so the first journal titled Textbook Analysis and Evaluation of 7th and 9th grade students in Pakistan was written by Gul Fatima, Sheikh Kazim Shah, and Humail Sultan in 2015. The study used an evaluation checklist and two levels of analysis were done in analyzing and evaluating the textbook. And the second is journal titled Evaluation of Malaysian English Language Teaching Textbook by Jayakaran Mukundan and Said Ali Rizvani Kalajahi in 2013. And the next is the third journal, Main User Evaluation of the English ebook for 7th graders in secondary education by Fortuna Sari, Dwi Rukmini Ratmono and Januarius Mujianto in 2017, located in Indonesia. And the fourth journal entitled When English Rings a Bell, revised edition, which was written by Sri Hanayani in 2016. From the previous studies above, this study is different from the previous studies above. It can be seen from the subject. Besides that, what distinguishes this study is the way how to analyze the data that has been obtained. Okay, for the next chapter is about methodology. First, research design. Mixed method research is applied as the design of this research. According to Creswell 2012, mixed method research design refers to the combination between quantitative and qualitative data to provide a better understanding of the research problem. Okay, and also there is time. I plan this research for 3 months, and also data collecting, maybe I will use 3 months also, and data analyzing and reporting, I will need 2 months. Okay, so next, source of data. The textbook that is evaluated in this research is 9th grade students English textbook published by the Ministry of Education and Culture 2015 revised edition. And the data collection in this study, the instruments of data collection which will be used by the researchers consist of checklists adapted from Mukundan and Nimehji Salem's evaluation checklist and also in-depth interview session. The next is data analysis. The result from quantitative data is counted to look for the average score from each criterion by the using following formula, Waluyo 1992. And the result from qualitative data is analyzed by using a procedure of analyzing qualitative data from Creswell 2012. And for data validating, I'm going to use triangulation of the source of data, Sugiono 2014. Okay, so next slide is about references. Okay, I think enough from my presentation today. If you have any question, you can ask me directly. Okay, and I'm going to close my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.